What if everyone on Earth jumped at the same time? At some point, you've probably wondered, what would happen if every single human on Earth jumped at the same time? Would the planet shake? Would we knock it off its orbit? Or would nothing happen at all? Well, let's start with the numbers. There are roughly 8 billion people on Earth right now. The average person can jump with a force of about 500 newtons. That's the force needed to lift their body off the ground. Multiply that by 8 billion, and you get 4 trillion newtons of force, all hitting the Earth at once. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the thing. The Earth is really heavy. It weighs about 6 sextillion tons. That's a 6 followed by 21 zeros. Compared to that, 4 trillion newtons is like a mosquito landing on an aircraft carrier. The jump. So, at exactly noon, GMT, all 8 billion of us crouch down and leap. For a brief moment, the entire human species is airborne, but almost instantly gravity yanks us back down. Our feet slam into the ground in near-perfect unison. What happens next? The earthquake that wasn't you might expect a massive earthquake. After all, earthquakes happen when tectonic plates suddenly shift, releasing energy. But the energy from our jump is far too weak to do that. The largest earthquake ever recorded released about 10 to the power of 18 joules of energy. Our collective jump? Just 0.0001% of that. At most, seismographs might detect a tiny blip, like a single truck driving past a monitoring station. Would the Earth move? Okay, so no earthquake. But could we at least budge the planet a little? Technically, yes, but not in the way you think. When we jump, we push the Earth down with the same force we use to push ourselves up. But because the Earth is so massive, it barely reacts. In fact, the Earth would move less than the width of a single atom from our jump. And before you even finish reading this sentence, gravity would pull it right back into place. The real chaos. What if we all landed in the same spot? Now, let's make things interesting. Instead of spreading out, what if all 8 billion people gathered in one place, say New York City, and jumped together? First, logistics. New York's area is about 780 square kilometers. That means 10,000 people per square meter. Needless to say, we'd all be crushed into a human pulp long before the jump. But ignoring that, the force of 8 billion people landing in one spot would create a shockwave. Not enough to crack the planet, but enough to shatter every window in the city, trigger localized tremors, send a pressure wave rippling through the ground. Still, the Earth itself wouldn't care. The only way to actually affect Earth's orbit. If we really wanted to mess with the planet, we'd need something bigger, like rocket jumps. Everyone wears a jetpack and fires it at the same time. Nuclear jumps, let's not. Waiting a few million years, tectonic drift will do more than we ever could. But as it stands, humanity's greatest synchronized effort would be a mildly amusing science experiment. Final verdict. If everyone on Earth jumped at once, nothing dramatic would happen. The planet wouldn't move. You get a funny story to tell. So, go ahead. Organize the world's biggest jump. Just don't expect to change the universe. And if you do manage to knock Earth off course, please let me know. I'll update the video.